One thing that I do, Grim, is I will decide whether I want to keep the chat up or not. I usually turn it off. So
You mean in-game?
yeah, the chat that pops up.
Yeah, my chat is almost never on. Just so you know.
Smart man. Smart man.
Since we've started playing Star Citizen, I turn my chat off the moment I get in game. That's why I almost never respond to like what's going on in game.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Got some people viewing. For those viewing, Admiral, Robert, Bingo, Alan, currently streaming in Pooter Dooter. We know who that is.
Pooter Dooter.
Thank y'all for watching. This is obviously Grim and Ender, both parts of Star Jump. We're streaming some Star Citizen tonight. Really the first time.
Your stream.
Yeah. Really the first time we're streaming Star Citizen for real, but we wanted to start doing it. Currently, Grim here is at Microtech.
For me, Pants Warrior, yes, F12 is the best button in Star Citizen. For me, it's the plus symbol. I actually used to have Track Hour. Now I've got the Tobii that I'm still doing a lot of setup with. I think once Grim gets his, we'll be doing a lot of setup with it. But
how long did it take for your Tobii to get in?
Less than a week.
Okay, cool.
I want to say I ordered it over a weekend and received it on a Wednesday.
Okay, cool, gotcha.
So it did not take long at all. Grim, what are we going to get into tonight?
I heard someone say some cargo running was starting to work again. I was definitely going to try just a little bit of cargo running. But otherwise, I'm open to anything.
And I'm thinking about doing a little bit of. I want to test this arrow out a little bit. I've got a new loadout for my arrow. And I really want to test how rapid or good it is.
So I used my arrow as a CCU base for one of the Redeemers I locked down. And I thought it would take it away, but it didn't. I still have an arrow. So either I'm getting an arrow for somewhere else, or it didn't take my arrow away. I don't quite understand.
Hey man,
I'm not gonna argue.
Arrow is love.
Yeah.
The arrow is life. You know, I would actually argue that it's worth as much as I love. Good God, that's a lot. My wife wants me to get drunk. Apparently on stream.
Yeah.
But I would argue that it's worth just love you, darling. CCU.
Love you too.
She just kissed me in the street.
Oh, it's disgusting.
CCUing my era for that $90, but the problem is I lose my game package at that point.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
So I have to use half of it for my game. So for me, I'm going to keep it. But when you say you CCU'd yours for one of the Redeemers, completely understand. It's $900,000 in game. It is, in my opinion, a great fighter.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little bit.
Well, you know.
I say glassy.
Yeah, well, you know, I think that's the role it plays. But, you know, for those, for anyone watching who's a fan of, you know, the Fix My Fleet series at Info Runners, they always say, you know, get your fighters in game. And that's mostly a sentiment I agree with. I mean, obviously, I think you should just get whatever you want when you want. And fighters are kind of a good entry-level pledge ship. You know, they're generally inexpensive for when you in comparison to other ships. So in one way I agree with it, and the other way I don't. But I would say that you know, fighters are an easy thing usually to get, you know, in game. So that's one way to think about it. And for those of you that are Fix My Fleet fans, I will be on it probably later tonight, maybe, or tomorrow. I'm not sure. I guess they'll let me know.
When did you get to record that?
I don't know. I haven't recorded it yet. They wanted to record tonight, but I was a little unsure of my schedule because we were running around, and apparently Algarid took the day off from work to do it. So I was like, yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's fine. Things have been a little crazy here at the house lately, though, so I didn't know. And now it's saying I have an anvil Carrick, including a Carrick expedition, and that ain't right.
I thought you
So-
had the Carrick. Oh, so you have a Carrick and an expedition?
Yeah.
How
That's
interesting.
that's interesting. Let me change a few things for those watching. This is Grim from Star Jump. I'm currently playing tonight with Ender from Star Jump, and we are just streaming some Star Citizen, not doing anything in particular, just kind of messing around, having fun. Revenge. Yeah, this is Battletoads. Yep. What's up?
I changed my my computer. It's no longer red. It is it's back to my blue. All of it is blue, and it actually looks really gorgeous in the blue color.
Is it as gorgeous as me, though?
I'm looking at your face right now, and I gotta say, yeah. I mean, it's better.
Gotcha.
It's
Oh, okay. AI Pilot just said the Carrick is the non-expedition one is the subscriber ship of the month. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. I got.
All right, my arrow is at hanger 2. I'm
Let's
gonna grab my
see.
arrow and do the
Flex. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for the video compliment. We don't usually stream, but we're starting to. Both myself and Ender. You can catch Ender as well on Twitch. Was it Ender Star Jump? Ender?
Starjump_Ender.
Yep. And
Twitch.tv Starjump_.
yeah, and me and Ender are going to be doing lots of cool Star Jump content. So yeah, definitely follow him as well. Again, everybody, this is kind of like a test night, honestly, for streaming, just to see if everything's working correctly and stuff like that. It'll get more professional as we go. Obviously, we're kind of just threw this together tonight. Hey, Jacob, what's up? Yeah, so we're going to start streaming more and more and probably doing some RP while we stream. And
definitely on the list of things to do is
yeah.
a little bit of RP.
Yeah, and get into some general shenanigans and stuff. And we'll probably do a lot of talking about ships on here, and also talk about, upcoming Star Jump projects for sure. We'll probably give a little bit of that info out tonight, even, I would imagine. So yeah,
I'm
just
actually good to talk about a little bit of that on stream if you're okay with it, for sure. At some point tonight, not right away.
yeah,
Ask you,
yeah.
We recently got our hands on an 85X.
Yes.
I've been sworn to secrecy as to how, and I plan on keeping that secret.
Yeah.
But we recently got our hands on an 85X, and I've flown it a few times. Ooh, there.
Filing some claims here because apparently my ships are all over.
Makes sense. Complete sense.
And I can't summon my Carrick, which is perfect.
What are your thoughts so far
Mm-hmm.
on the 85X?
Well, so far, I like it. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool little snub, and thanks, AI Pilot. Yeah, we got a lot more cinematics planned as well. The 85X is a cool little ship, especially for our peers, and just that sense of being with someone. That cooperative sort of gameplay. It's a side-by-side seater, which is always kind of cool. So I like those on ships. I think that's one of the cool things about the Star Runner. I mean, again, I'm not against the seating being in a way where you can't see the other person, but you have to admit, when you're in a Freelancer or Star Runner or 85X or any of that, it's kind of cool when you can look over and see your friend sitting there and stuff. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy.
Alan says my mic audio is overdriving bad. That's good to know. We might be a little too high on that. I will adjust that in a second.
How does mine sound?
Yours sounds fine. Yours sounds fine. Alan says on YouTube it is. I'm going to adjust something real quick here.
Oh.
I'm going to bring down something here. Alan, let me know how that is. I brung it down a smidge. I can keep bringing it down. Yeah, definitely let me know. I will keep adjusting here. Appreciate you looking into it.
I'm about to have to turn my gain up on
preamp
Yes,
is clipping.
Abigail.
Yeah.
I love you too, Ladybug. Hey, Caleb, can you turn Daddy's light on, please? I don't feel like turning my up yet.
All right, we're gonna adjust some of that, Alan, momentarily. Bear with me. Thank you for calling that out. Let me pause over for a second, do some adjustments, and we'll see if we can get this fixed. I'm going to bring down the gain a little bit here. Okay, sound, so it's better. Let's see, what does Alan say? Better, level is okay, but it still sounds like it's clipping a little somewhere. Okay. I have my mic close enough. Let's test this for a minute, Alan, and just maybe give me an update if you would. I appreciate it. Ender, where are you currently at?
I am about to blow a guy out of the sky here, about 50 million kilometers away from. I am in. I'm over, not far from Crusader.
Okay. All right, here.
Just looking
Revenge says Drake
Duke
bad,
Prince.
try Origin, which is good. That is blasphemy. Revenge. We all
That
know
is,
Drake is
yeah,
the best.
whoa.
One of the best.
One of
You know,
for
it's,
sure.
it's funny. I used to say Drake is the best because I'm a huge Drake fan, as everyone knows. But I've definitely become kind of a Crusader fanboy. Really
God,
like
I love
Crusader ships.
Crusader.
You know what I think it is, Revenge? I just don't have many Origin ships. I have a 600i loaner, but I don't have a lot of Origin ships to mess around with. I mean, if someone was to just hand over the keys to their 890, I'm sure it would become 890 fan, but until those days happen, I just don't have a lot of Origin ships. We were gifted some 85Xs by a fan of Star Jumps, and
Super nice.
that was really awesome. So, all right, Alan says, compared to other YouTube vids, you're about normal and it isn't clipping distorting as much. Okay, cool. Thanks, Alan. I'm definitely gonna do more testing on the audio. I think me and Ender's goal is to get things sounding and feeling good. So obviously this is the first night, so really appreciate you relaying that audio information. I brought down my gain from 20 to 10, and then brought down my mic input about 15%. So not just as needed. Yeah, so I am currently flying the Cutlass Black with that paint job that they released.
I got no viewers. I'm all alone here.
For those of y'all out there currently showing 8 viewers, feel free to please support Star Jump Ender as well. He's
whoa. What is this and why? What's going on here?
if you'll see me look to the right, I am currently rocking a Track IR setup here for in-game looking around and stuff. I have it's called Dellen Clip. I'm currently rocking a Dellen Clip, which is that big thing on my headphones. So if you see some big lights moving around, that's what that is. I'm probably going to be moving to a Tobii eye tracker like Ender has. So
yeah, we're gonna have to get each other set up a little bit.
Yeah. Where are we rallying at, by the way?
Actually, it depends on you. I'm in my era right now, and I'm about to head towards. I don't know where this guy's at. He's 31 million kilometers from me. Let me see where this Jack Megan is.
Alan says. So Alan says CIG should drop a ton of ships on our accounts for the Star Jump bids. I agree. Ender, what's your thoughts on that?
100%.
Hey, Chris. Salute. Yeah, I fully agree. So I'll give a little bit of heads up. Little heads up on what me and Ender are working on. Ender, I'll let you talk about Chronicles a little bit if you want. But one thing I will say is that we are going to start a so we have a community Discord that you can find the link to on our Twitter or our YouTube channel. There's a Discord link there.
Or my Twitch that's over
or
on
Ender's
Twitch.
Definitely come join us on the Discord. We have a lot of cool conversations on there, and there's a lot of cool people over there, including a lot of the people that have helped a lot with the cinematic. I'm going to head up to Port Trustler, by the way. But in addition to that, you'll probably get the first heads up on new content we're doing. We are going to start a Patreon. It's kind of in the process. It's not something that anyone has to, donate to. But what we're aiming to do is for our Patreon tiers, we're hoping to have some really cool stuff exclusive to people that help support us. Stuff that's different than probably a lot of other Star Citizen content people. And we're going to leverage a lot of the cinematic assets to do that.
Yeah.
So just a heads up on that. And then we have several shows. We're going to do a podcast. More info about that coming soon. I don't think there's enough podcasts in the Star Citizen realm, so we're going to do a podcast. And then we are going to be doing a ship show, or just kind of a general conversation show called Star Jump Station that will launch real soon. We'll probably have guests on and stuff, people from the community, and just Star Jump fans in general. We want to get involved, and that'll be really cool. And then our big project is one that Ender can speak to. Ender, if you
Chronicles is kind of our take on bringing a little bit of RP into the game for ourselves. We haven't found it outside of just us. It would be great if we could, but so Chronicles was kind of our way of getting our RP brains working. So we've kind of written stories, just characters that we're going to tell the stories of through in-game footage, along with Grimm's amazing cinematic abilities. So we're going to kind of intertwine the two worlds, the game and the cinematics, and build stories on them that we hope everybody enjoys.
In some ways, it's like the cinematics meet machinima, and that's
exactly
one way I think people have really responded to it. That's been cool, and that's kind of what it is. So we're going to bring the storytelling aspects of machinima and combine that with some of the stuff we've done, the cinematics, hopefully to create something new that really hasn't been done before. Dilla, salute to you as well. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Revenge says Drake no ejectee goes boom, Drake bad. The idea with Drake Revenge is that you're so badass in flight that no one would dare mess with you. That's kind of the idea.
In truth, the idea is you're not going to be alone out there with your toothpicks and MacGyver together ships. You're going to be with friends. Drake promotes friendship through Force.
The most friendly manufacturer in the game. You know what's
friendship
funny?
Through Force. I think that should be Drake's new tagline.
Yeah, you know what's so funny is I found I was getting a conversation with someone, and they were talking about how, was it the Kraken we were talking about? They were saying they were talking about how General Drake doesn't have, ejection seats. And I was telling them that, the Kraken brochure, so the Kraken Q&A says there's no ejection seats or ejection pods in the Kraken. But the Kraken jump point issue that talks about the Kraken in depth specifically says it does have ejection seats. As a matter of fact, it says that they rearranged some of the rooms and some of the scales of things in order to include ejection pods. So I really hope the Kraken at least does have ejection pods, because I don't want to have to run out to a ship that's on the deck just to get off that thing.
Or even,
hey Silver, thanks for joining, man.
Oh, was that
Silver Joker?
Silver Joker? Yeah, what's up, Silver? He was with me, helping me a little bit last night with my stream.
Nice,
So,
very nice.
what's up, Silver?
Silver Joker, part of the Star Jump Discord. Yeah, AI. I had a Cuddy Red for a while, and I melted it, and I can't remember what it was melted for. It's actually a cool ship. I like it. I mean, when medical game, it's.
Actually,
Do you remember?
I didn't. I think so. I think you melted it for the era.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's possible. I'll probably use that.
You were surprised by how much you liked the era.
Yes,
You
and
melted the
yes,
red for an era.
evil friendship is the true treasure. You're right. It absolutely is the best treasure. Um, for those that know, me and Ender, we've been playing games forever. All kinds of games. Our last big one was Arma 3. We were really big into that. But we're pretty big into Star Citizen 2, I'm sure, as you all imagine. So we're hopefully going to start streaming it more and all that good stuff here. Okay, I'm going to store my cutlass. So what are we doing? See, I want to go down and grab I kind of want to grab and attempt some cargo running. I'm just
Do it.
Should I try to do that in the Hercules? Maybe.
I mean, what kind of cash do you have on you? Might
I've
as well.
got
I
cash.
should try it on my Star Runner, to be honest with you. Let me ask you this, Graham.
That may be
19
it, Alan, by the way. Go ahead, Ender.
19 years ago, it's got to be damn near to the day. We started playing Ghost Recon 2 together.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna switch paint jobs on the Hercules. Hey, Ender, what'd you think of the let's see, what did you think of the paint jobs released for Invictus?
I wish they would have released some of them for more ships.
Yeah, ship selection's always weird, isn't it?
It's so weird to me. Don't know why.
Yeah, they.
Personally, I love the paint jobs that they released. C2's paint job, to me, that deep, damn near purple blue that they used that looks black in the right light.
Yeah.
To me, that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's that Cerebrus. It's really cool. I wish they would have. What's weird about it is I expected there to be a lot of C2 skins released, but I was really hoping they were going to release matching skins for the Star Runner, so that if you had both, it could
right.
Revenge says, waiting for the Apollo medevac, will fly in, shoot people, blow up Drake's ships to rescue Origin pilots for money. That sounds awfully niche, but I like it, Revenge. I say go for it. I'm going to hangar 3 real quick here. All right, so I am going to grab the C2 Hercules and I guess go run some cargo here to test it out. I've heard that
where are you at? Are you in Microtech?
I'm currently at Port Tressler.
So what you got to do for the gameplay to be legit functional, I have something distracting me here. It's like a alien spaceship flying. I've got a light that's just moving in my vision right now. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, for it to work, you have to use your trade. What's it called? The Delphi? Is that it? No.
Yeah. Or that's the reputation thing. You're talking about the job list?
No, the trade list in your journal. So it updates. What's it called?
The commodities.
Yes, the commodities list. Yeah. So that updates, and if you I would have ran right into that. If you don't pay attention to that, you're just wasting. Oh okay. God!
And does it give you locations?
Yes. So it tells you where to get. I think it tells you where to get commodities.
Okay.
So,
Alan says that Alien Week should be starting soon, maybe this coming weekend, and that is correct. It should be. It's usually right after Invictus. So expect all the big alien ships.
I'm good.
Well, the big deal this year, 100%, will be the Banu Merchantman. It was last Alien Week. It went up in price, which kind of signaled to people that something was going on with it. CIG obviously realized, hey, we need to raise the price because this thing is going to be worth a lot more than $350 or whatever.
Right.
So now that it's on the roadmap, you can bet your butt that the Merchantman's going to be the biggest seller. It's rumored to be as large as a Polaris. Some have said larger, but the Polaris also got bigger in size, so it's rumored to be at least that big. So we're talking cap ship size. And it's still, does anyone know in the chat, we got 16 viewers, does anyone know what the current pledge price is for the Merchantman? I think it's maybe 450 or something. I mean, for a cap ship, that's incredible. That's going to be super good deal, and it's going to sell like crazy. Hey Benj, thanks for joining again, everyone. If you don't, please go onto Twitch and search starjump_Ender. Ender is the other half of Starjump. Helps me run the community and do all the projects I work on. They're but definitely projects that are Graham and Ender projects. The cinematics were something I kind of dealt with primarily, but all future Starjump projects are going to be both of us. And Ender's been in the background, even with the cinematics, helping with sound design, helping with the Discord community, and just make my life easier. But he is definitely one half of Starjump, and you're going to be seeing some really cool content from him. He's got a lot of great ideas. So, if you haven't, give him a follow. Please help support him. Go over to Twitch and look for Starjump_Ender. I would greatly appreciate it. So Alan says the Merchantman's $450. One human kidney. Yeah. And Bingo says, curious to see the Xi'an cargo ship, but we'll probably just stick with what I've got. Yeah, Bingo, I'm also interested. There's rumors that they're going to reveal the Xi'an cargo ship for Alien Week. I'm really just kind of interested to see what Xi'an ships would look like. I know there's been some rumors that they're very vertical in nature, which I think would be cool to see a ship that's got a different sort of planar focus than more like standard airplanes. Something that's more vertical and tall and stuff, I think could be really cool.
That would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check out here. So I'm going into my journal.
I think my wife might be in my stream right now. Can I sell a kidney to buy a Banu Merchantman?
Probably could.
I'm asking
I never
her.
Get her regret permission. Not getting one. Okay, so I'm in my journal under Trade and Development Division, commodity price alerts. Okay, it's cool. So this is pretty neat. This is the first time I've seen this. So we got one from Babbage Construction Materials.
I'm about to land, pick up my MSR, and I'm going to meet up with you.
Hello, this is Shaggard. Appreciate you joining. So I almost heard, so y'all in the chat, maybe y'all know, I heard someone say that these aren't active anymore. These commodity alerts, that they were with Invictus, but now they're not functioning. Is that right? Because I was on the Yacht Club the other day on their episode last Wednesday night, which if you haven't checked them out, obviously definitely go to Twitch, type Yacht Club, and look at last week's episode. And Sigelian, who was another guest, said that these shipment things were not active anymore. Actually, hold on a minute. I'm going to adjust my chat window here so I'm not looking.
And just to answer for all of the people viewing, I am a mouse and keyboard pleb. Don't harass me about it. It's a point of contention. Makes me sad.
I am too.
We'll get there eventually. I actually was talking to somebody I've been watching a lot of lately, Zero State, real good guy, and asked him what a good starter, let's get in there, and he said the VGX.
Stand by, everyone. I've lost my chat window. I'm repairing
it. He's chat window down.
Chat window down. Sorry, what did Zero say?
He said that it's the VRBs, VBRs.
Mm-hmm.
VRGs, VGR. I don't know.
Okay.
The V something.
Gotcha. VKB.
VKB. That's it.
Yeah. Wow, AI Pilot just listed that in there. Yeah, I've heard.
Thank you, Pilot. He said those are the best for starters. He said to go with the premiums for the more buttons. So you're looking at like $650.
Yeah,
I believe, which is good price.
Yeah,
low price. But Um, given the right circumstances, I could see that being a definite
Yeah.
for me in the near future. I'm about to have 4 minutes.
Okay,
Time.
so
Hey, stop being loud, please. Thank you.
it says here that so under the commodity price alerts, obviously it says Babbage, Port Tressler, fireworks, understock purchase price 14.30 AUC. But then does it say, is there an easy place to find out where to take this stuff, or do I need to like look up on Gallagher's?
Well, let's see. Let's see. Where are you at?
Um,
Is it the LiveWorks AR? Where's it at? Under
uh,
journal?
commodity price alerts, location Port Tressler near the bottom.
Oh man, it is near the bottom. That is not okay. So, Ever's harder helium. Okay, so under stock prices, that's how much they're buying them for.
Okay.
So, for instance, souvenirs understocked prices, they're purchasing them for $11 a piece.
Okay. So where are you at currently? Let's rally somewhere. I'm gonna meet up on you.
Hurston. I'm at Everest Harbor.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump to Everest.
Now, audiovisual equipment is 253 AUEC. But I don't know where to get that stuff. Like, where do you buy this stuff?
Chat can help. Let's see. Okay, Everest. Let me push to Everest Harbor real quick. You're gonna be there, man, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm waiting 4 minutes for some stuff to come up. So, souvenirs, Port Tressler's the same. Loreville 253.75 for audiovisual. So it looks like audiovisual is expensive.
Real quick, Revenge. Yep, I am using TrackIR as well. I've used TrackIR for years. I used it heavily in Arma 3, so it's almost second nature to me personally. Back in the day, I will say in Arma, I had to be really careful because I was getting some neck pains because I was so self-conscious of like where I was looking all the time. However, with Star Citizen, it's a little bit more passive, the TrackIR usage, so I don't get those neck pains anymore. But this up here is, I'm running through TrackIR, but this actual clip here is a wireless TrackIR headset developed by Dellen Clip. You can find them online. They're from the UK. They, manufacture these. I think it's just like a couple people, a little small company, but they manufacture them. So it's higher quality than the actual TrackIR head tracker, and it's wireless, which is awesome, and plugs right through USB to charge. I haven't had any issues with it. Honestly, it's great, and I would continue using it over even like Toby because I really have no issues with it. You can see here in the stream how like smooth things are. It's a lot better than the original TrackIR head clipper. The only thing is if I'm going to do more streaming, I would like to not have deer antlers off the top of my head. So it's still possible that I will get the Toby. Really thinking about grabbing it, maybe even this week.
So I just adjusted my Toby, and I think I may have gotten the adjustment right first for my second adjustment here. So I can give you what I'm using, and I may boost it a little bit, but 3 is a little high. 2 may be slightly low, so I might go with the 2.5. But I'm liking it so far, so we'll see how it goes.
For people tuning into us streaming tonight, just a heads up again, this is our Star Jump's kind of first stream attempt at Star Citizen. Obviously, I'm Grim. The other person you're hearing is Ender. We're both parts of Star Jump. We get a lot of cool content coming. Obviously, I know a lot of you are here because you're fans of the cinematics. We're still going to do the cinematics. Crusader cinematics about halfway done. I'm probably going to go ahead and finish that out soon. The next cinematic after that will probably be RSI, but that will probably be worked on throughout the year. But we get a lot of other really cool content coming. One of the biggest things we're both most excited about is Star Jump Chronicles, which you may have seen some teasers for. Star Jump Chronicles are going to bring our cinematic stuff together with good old-fashioned Star Citizen machinima and narrative and storytelling, and we're going to kind of combine those two things. So
Super excited about that.
yeah, so we're hoping to bring some machinima pieces for you that feel bigger in scope and a little bit more cinematic
Mhm.
because we're using the cinematic tools we have over other stuff that's out there. And we're good friends with a lot of the big machinima makers in there in the Star Citizen community.
Yeah.
And we're going to lean on them to really give us some pointers and try to make the best thing we can. So that's a goal. We're going to be starting a Patreon so people can help support what we're doing, and we're hoping to have some really cool Patreon stuff that no one else has really done before, like Patreon rewards, um, utilizing things like the cinematic assets and stuff. But we hope to create some really unique stuff for the tier rewards. Not that you have
Yeah,
to
oh,
donate or support anything. We're gonna have all of our content, like Sergeant Chronicles, our ship show, all of our content's gonna be always free all the time. But let's see. Voltaire says, "What about Origin?" Yep, Origin will eventually be done. The goal is to eventually do all the all the manufacturers eventually. Um, not sure the
revenge
schedule of
that is
yeah, not sure of the schedule of
called.
when that stuff will happen. Um, yeah, so Revenge says, "Can I recommend the free Game Glass and a cheap 8 to 10-inch Amazon tablet to run it on? It's a real MFD." Yeah, so oh, he says, "Can I?" Yeah. Yeah, so Revenge, I've seen a lot of people using Game Glass with like an iPad or something like that.
Yeah.
It is really cool. I checked it out one time and just kind of messed around with it a little bit, but didn't fully go forward with it. But that is something I want to do for sure. For sure.
Um, let's see, real quick. Graham, do you mind if I link to my Twitch just
Of
so
course.
people
Yes, please.
can, if they want to,
Yes, please.
join in
Please
on
do.
that as well?
Yeah.
Please
Feel free.
watch one. Please just stay with this one if you want to stay with it. You don't have to go to the Twitch, but for those that like to multi-stream, please
Binge.
feel free to
Yeah,
join.
please support Ender. Again,
Is
he is one
on.
half a star jump. So the cinematics don't get created without a lot of the stuff Ender does in the background. Benj, you asked a great question. Is the machinima a totally different process than how the cinematics were done? Essentially, yeah, it's two worlds apart. So machinima is usually done in game. People record their gameplay using the director camera and stuff, and get great shots. Some of them get downright stunning shots. If you've
I yeah, I still have yet to figure out how they do that sometimes.
yeah, and some of them get really good shots. It's amazing. And then the cinematics are done completely in 3D software using the game assets. I use Cinema 4D, but I also use a little bit of Blender and possibly the next well, not the Crusader cinematic, but definitely the RSI cinematic. I'm going to attempt to do in Unreal, in the Unreal Engine. So you can use a lot of different stuff, but they're two different processes. But what we're going to do for Stargem Chronicles is really try to capture stuff in game and do stuff from a cinematic perspective that look
Yeah.
very close and similar, so that we can chop all that and edit it together. So imagine this. Imagine, to give you an example of how you can expand that, if someone was to do a machinima now and record themselves in a freelancer, an exterior shot of their freelancer flying by the camera, right now they can just show other stuff that's in the game around them or interacting with them. We want to do that too, but we also want to be able to throw in little things that aren't in the game that people can think look cool. So, for example, imagine that freelancer exterior shot flies by, but then a Polaris flies past it too. Again, it's not integral to the story, but it's going to make the machinimas feel interesting because you're seeing stuff that you don't normally see. We can do
Or
things like
even
show jump gates and all that cool stuff. So yeah.
or even like with the with what you did in the cinematic for Drake,
Yeah.
where the Cutlass Black's engines rotated.
Yeah,
Um,
different things like that. Yeah.
you can do stuff like that. That it's not necessarily. It's more flair,
Yeah,
and it adds just a little bit of, I
yeah.
don't know, sensory
Think of it like
input.
special effects in a movie.
Yeah.
You could do without them, but you can amp the story up a little bit. Bingo says, please put Bingo on a Perseus for the RSI cinematic. You know what, Bingo? Join our Discord. Join the Star Jump Discord. You can find a link to it on our YouTube channel, and interact with us on there. When I definitely get to the next cinematic, I will be totally up and willing to put people's names and stuff on ships as little call outs, and especially to those people that are part of our Star Jump community. So, absolutely, I guess, is the short answer to that.
We love our community. Our community has been so supportive
it's been awesome.
of everything that we've done and everything that we do.
Yeah.
So we're always happy to interact. Just have fun.
Revenge says, miscalled, they want their cockpit view back. Yeah, the C2 does have a bit of a misc view. You could actually mistake that you're in a freelancer right for a half second. JT says, someone link me to your channel. Your videos are insanely well done. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, JT. Really, really appreciate it. Again, we're just Star Jump fans like you all, and we, Star Citizen fans like you all, and we're looking for ways to kind of celebrate that even when we're out of game. So that's the goal there. And we do have some really cool ideas for about 7 million out, by the way, from Hurston. But we do have some really cool ideas for Patreon rewards and just other things. We're going to do, Bingo, you asked about your name on a ship. One of the things we're going to do for our Patreon rewards are, for some of those different tiers, we're going to do high-end 4K wallpapers of the ship of your choice, set in a cool scene with your name on it, and even like your color scheme, like your livery and stuff on it. So we've done that for some of our friends in the community before. We thought it would be a really cool thing, and you'll get like one of those a month, and it'd be really cool. We're looking at that. We're also looking at doing something we call primers, and primers are going to be both PDFs and I'm hoping hard copy, like books that you're going to be able to order, that are going to be, they'll range in topics. They may be a traveler's guide to all the coolest bars in the Stanton system.
The bar hop edition.
Yeah, the bar hop edition. There may be ones dedicated to certain ship manufacturers that detail all those ships, not only from a just metric standpoint, but from like a role play standpoint, where you might do individual ships, we might do space stations, we might do professions.
It could be as simple as just a pre-flight checklist.
Yeah, pre-flight checklist, all kinds of stuff. Again, a lot of the stuff Star Jump's going to do is going to sort of feel in lore and kind of role play-ish. So. Silver says, my intro is amazing. I was like, yeah, thanks, Silver. That was really cool. Silver, I worked with Silver to get him an intro for his YouTube channel.
I really like it, by the way.
Using the Nautilus. Again, it was kind of, luckily, Silver was totally up for it being very close to a scene that was already in the cinematic, which was great because it didn't mean, it meant I didn't have to like totally reanimate tons of stuff. So that was really cool. But Silver's been an awesome member of the Star Jump Discord, along with a lot of other people in the chat here.
From day one, Silver, you have been hanging with us since day one, my guy.
Quite a few people in the chat have been, so it's nice to see everyone. Again, you're going to see these streams, obviously, will get more professional and stuff once we get going. This is literally our first night streaming.
First time.
So, yeah, our first time streaming. So there's going to be some quality issues, so just kind of bear with us. Am I going
Don't be afraid to point them out.
Am I going to Everest?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
I'm curious where we get audio visual stuff.
Yeah. So
I'm a little curious about that.
Yeah, bingo.
Hey,
Hitchhiker's Guide to Stanton, exactly.
I am a probationary guild member with the Bounty Hunters Guild.
That's cool.
So
I don't have any reputations anywhere yet. I need to get on that. But I didn't play much because I went on vacation right after the cinematic came out.
For Fleet Week, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I missed quite a bit of Fleet Week, and then when I got back, I was so kind of like, out of the loop. I almost didn't want to get back on right away. I was like sitting around watching movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Revenge says, new QT drive, look into it. Oh, yeah. Revenge. This C2 here is pretty much stock. I need to upgrade it. I've got plenty of money to do that, though, so that will be something I'll get on. Ender's pretty great at finding me all the best components, so I'll put him to work. But that is definitely something I'll do.
I'm his mechanic, pretty much.
Yeah. On all my big ships, Ender will definitely be head of engineering. Oh yeah, that kind of reminds me real quick while I'm coming into a landing here at Everest.
Well, I'm flying to you right now. You're 10K out from me.
Yeah,
you're flying real fast by me. We're gonna.
So are we landing at Everest though?
I just took off from Everest. So I mean, if you need to land.
Well, where are these commodities at?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh God, that is gorgeous! Wow.
What's that?
Your paint job.
The paint job? Yeah, that's the...
so jealous of that paint job.
That's the gold. And I didn't notice, perhaps some of the people watching the stream noticed, but this, instead of saying Crusader on it, actually says Invictus on it, which is kind of cool.
Oh, just, wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Let me get a look at this.
What are you currently flying, by the way?
MSR, sir.
You know what? Let's do this. Let me land at Tressler, and I'm going to get in your MSR with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. But yes, we need to outfit this ship, Revenge. My MSR and my Carrack are pretty well outfitted and really fast on the QT. The ship, though, is very stock. Needs a lot of work.
Passed right under you.
About $1 for times. Alright, just waiting for a landing assignment.
Didn't even notice. Danger.
Yeah, AI. I got the C2 as well. I actually pledged for this ship about a year ago. The M2, I just didn't see what a couple extra turrets and some better armor. Didn't see how that benefited the loss in cargo space. I got the ship primarily for cargo hauling. You know, it felt like a steep price to pay for the armor bump up. I think it goes from 700 something SCU to 468 or something like that. Could be off a little bit, but I don't know. It seemed a steep price to pay, you know, for the loss. So I don't know. I came in at such a weird angle. Are you fully landing, Ender?
Yeah, I'll land and tell you what pad I'm on.
Alright, so
if I can land. So not be getting.
You know what I was really surprised at? I was so surprised they didn't offer ship naming for the C2. Are these doors closing? Yep, and perfect. Classic Star Citizen. The doors close. I'm gonna try to reverse and save myself. Everyone stand by. See that? The doors closed on me. But I was able to pull this thing out because it's got that tapered nose on it. So
I was about to say, I didn't hear an explosion, so you must have made it out.
I just recalled here. Let me land.
Alright,
I think
I'm
that's
on, pad 8, by the way. Pad 08.
Alright, let's see if we can call them up here. They're being a little... ATC is being a little bothersome.
Makes sense. That checks out.
Can you call your friends over at the ATC tower, Ender, and get them?
Yeah, let me get on it real quick.
For anyone that doesn't know, Ender used to do some ATC work.
I did air traffic control for the military. So, yeah.
Oh, good. Now they are saying I'm obstructing a parking area and they're going to pound the vehicle. So let's just back on out here. Alright.
It's so classic.
This is the stuff that, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, here's... And so they gave me a new landing spot next to this one. Of course.
Oh, guess what I ran into last night?
What's that?
So I got a landing pad, Grim Hex.
Mm-hmm.
Lights. It had my symbol there. The lights were up. The doors were open. Came in for landing. And I thought, hey, dog. Oh, and I thought, all right, I'm good to go.
It's not a great landing, everybody, but it's going to be okay. No judgments. No judgments.
Well, It said, "You're obstructing a pad. You have 45 seconds." I was like, "All right." I had to have landed in the wrong place, so I took off, backed out, and there's my lights again. It's telling me, "You're landing right here." So I called for landing. It said, "That's already been given." So I was like, "All right, transfer away, come back." Transported away, came back. What happened? Same thing. It did not want me to land. It wanted to impound my vehicle immediately. So I ended up flying back to ArcCorp, and then I got blown up in ArcCorp's atmosphere.
Interesting. Yeah, sounds like a fun
Yeah, it was
night.
a
By
good
the way,
night.
Bingo says looked on Twitch. Ender isn't live? Question mark. Should be.
I am here. I'll
Post your.
check.
Double check on that, Bingo. Should be live. I'm not sure if anyone else can.
_Ender. So it'll be.
We got 25 viewers. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm Starjump Grim, and the other person talking is Starjump Ender. We're doing a little Star Citizen streaming tonight. Kind of the first night we're doing it. It's going to be a mess and a disaster. So if you like disasters and chaos, you've come to the right place. We just got it going though a little bit ago here, so we're kind of
gonna click my link just to make sure that's the right link here. Oh yeah, it's the right link. There we are.
okay.
I am ugly and in prime living. Hi, Abby Babby. Bye.
And I'm going to jump in Ender's ship with him here. We're going to do
Pad 8, by the way.
Pad 8. Gotcha. All right. Switch to the lobby, but let me switch it.
No, that makes sense. That's exactly where you want to go.
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of it.
Yeah, Alan. Star Citizen PU is a burning dumpster fire of bugs at the moment. Probably will be. Yeah, that's true, Alan. The PU is. It's a test bed right now. That's exactly what it is. It's got issues and problems. So, one thing I will say is you will probably see us from time to. You said Pad 8, right?
Pad 8, yes, sir.
Okay. Just walking off like I was going shopping or something. You will see us probably streaming other games from time to time. We do play Phasmophobia, Scum, a couple other games every now and then. And those games, people are welcome to join us if you're interested in playing with us. Add our Star Citizen tags on, to your friends list. Send us a friend request. I am Starjump_Grim, Starjump_Ender. We will accept your friend's request for sure, and we always enjoy playing with people on the PU.
Love flying with people.
Or in other games. Pad 8. Pad 8 finally. It took a while, but sometimes I'm slow.
I imagine that he's running in circles. Can somebody confirm that for me?
This is why Ender will be both head of security and engineer on my cap ships, because I am too slow and too kerfuffled. I'll probably just be the radar pinger. One other thing I was going to talk to the people watching about. 23 viewers. Really appreciate you all checking us out tonight. You may have heard a little bit about a project Starjump is working on. That will be a new way of visualizing your fleets. Obviously, Starship 42 is the website everyone kind of knows and either loves or hates. I personally love it. There you are. If you want to bring that fat thing down, perfect. Starship 42, allows you to select ships and display them, and you can check them. Rotate your camera, check them out, zoom in, all that good stuff. All right, doors are closed. And just as a generally,
I got the plumber on for you, by the way, and your plug is in the bottom.
Okay, cool. But Starship 42 is just a really cool way to check out and enjoy your ships, even especially the ones that you don't have yet. We are going to be working on a project. Right now, it's tentatively just called, Starjump Fleet Visualizer, and the idea will be to leverage the cinematic assets enable people to visualize their fleets, take screenshots, still images, all that good stuff, using the high-res. Adjusting my light here.
What are we doing, by the way?
We're going to go find some cargo. Let's go find some cargo.
All right.
Let's do a little good old-fashioned cargo running.
Why don't we head to... Oh man. Uh, really don't know. Like
While you
for
figure
L1,
that out, I'll finish talking about the visualizer.
yeah. You talk about
So, um, yeah, T Love live for the first time ever, exactly. So, Starship 42 though, it's got performance issues, and part of that is just the data it's trying to push. The hollow viewer models that what's his name? I always pronounce his name wrong. Let me go to my friend's list. Lundafussy, who is a friend of mine. He's pushing, some of those hollow viewer models he uses are not well optimized, and they really just don't perform that well within the browser. So we want to create something that allows you at least to get pretty fleet pictures, but maybe doesn't have all the dynamic camera movement that Starship 42 has. So you would go into it, you'd select your ships, and then it would display your ships as a fleet image from one of several angles you could choose. So top down, front, 3/4, whatever. Now, you wouldn't have a lot of ability. You wouldn't have any ability to like move the camera around and zoom in and tons of stuff like that. But again, it would give you a really cool way to visualize your fleets and save pictures, and it would be using the cinematic assets, so it would all kind of look really nice and textured and stuff. We're still looking into a lot of the back-end stuff on coding, where it would be hosted, how it would be hosted. Should it be something that's part of Starship 42, and maybe it's the Star Jump visualizer on that website? I don't know. I could pitch that to him. Should it be its own thing? There's been some talk about maybe combining it with another CCU sort of visualizer that Starlet is working on. For any of y'all who don't know Starlet, you can look up Starlet, Star Citizen on YouTube. She has this channel she just started. She's also a frequent guest on the Yacht Club, and she's one of the info runners. Starlet's, part of the Star Jump community, and she's working on a really cool CCU kind of upgrade calculator visualizer thing that's really, really handy. People are going to love that thing. And so there's been some discussion of maybe tying it in with that, so it's a visualizer on top of her CCU thing. I don't know. We're still figuring it all out, but again, the idea is so that people can generate their own cool wallpapers and fleet images off the cinematic assets we've created. Now, one thing I will say is that some of the ships, I'll use the Polaris as a good example, I took some liberties with. I took the hollow model, I added a lot more geometry to it, I kind of did my own paint job to it. What we'd probably do for the visualizer on those ships that are still in concept phase, where we don't know the final look of them, we probably will do something where I pull back some of the custom textures and try to make it a little bit more plain or vague, I guess, from its livery standpoint. One of the things I don't want to do is show off a high-res image of a ship that's unreleased, and people get it in their head that that's exactly what it looks like from like a paint standpoint, only for CIG to do something completely different. So some of that we'll probably keep vague. But yeah, so that project is ongoing. I do not have an end date for us. Me and Ender very soon are going to get kind of a strike team meeting of the people that are involved in it, because there are a number of people that would have to be involved to pull it off. But that is a goal for this year, is to get that working and stuff and get it out to all of you to enjoy.
Also, Nair Bear, thank you for the follow. My follows have not been popping up. Interested to figure out why, but
you are hated.
I am, apparently, by my own Streamlabs. Also, thank you, Winchester Bingo, Winchester, for joining the stream for Un Momento. Abby, can you go to bed or something?
Where did you take me? To the middle of space? Drop me off?
Yeah, that's correct. We're
wow, we jumped
not pretty close.
And that's what a Star Runner with a good QT drive will do.
You throw the XL1 on a Star Runner, and you're gonna get on the other end of space in just a couple of minutes. This thing is.
Ender, what would you recommend for people that are interested in doing the upgrades for the ship, where's the best place for them to go and kind of get that information?
Urkel.
Oracle, yeah.
Urkel is the best place to gather the ship information. Now, I'll be honest. I kind of do a few things. I use uh, the community as a whole that we already have in place. Subliminal.
Well, I swear, keep
Um,
talking. I'll be right back.
yep. I utilize them, get information from them, get the ideas from them, and then I make small changes. Um, because there are some things that I just don't want to use. But what I end up doing is kind of building an amalgamation of what a few people suggest. But I take it all to Urkel and I make sure that it works. For instance, Urkel.games, I can find out if
I'm back.
I'm you know over cooling. If I've got way too much cooling, there's no point. There's no need for all the cooling. So, um, by the way,
Where are
Grim,
we?
there's apparently Arc L3. Where's the station? Isn't there a station here?
I thought there should be.
I did too, but I'm not seeing it.
This is a good sign.
Let me check. There might not be a station here. I may be 100,000%.
Yeah, I don't see the station.
We're not at a station. I
this
was
is
trying to
what,
take us to. Hey,
What
look
flying
at
with
that.
Ender will do for you. Slowly. I'll do a little RP scenario here.
All
Here we
right,
go.
we're gonna.
Come over to you. What did you do? You just put your little smartwatch away.
Yeah, you don't want to. Don't worry. About
Everyone,
it.
this is the look of confidence. Look at Ender.
Keep
Look how
flying.
confident he is in that. He knows where we're going.
We got this. I meant to come here. I thought maybe we could meet for chimichanga, but the chimichanga ship is not here. I guess I was on the wrong day for that.
Is everyone excited
That'll
for
finish
the new quantum jumping overhaul they're going to do? I'm pretty excited about that. I think it might be just a visuals thing, but I'm hoping it's more than just visuals. I'm hoping with things like power management and the capacitor gameplay coming online and eventually those power relays, I'm really hoping that quantum jumping becomes a gameplay thing again, where when you're quantuming, you really need to monitor heat and power levels and stuff, and maybe there's fluctuations that occur that sometimes can, cause those systems to go a little haywire. That would be really cool, and that's something I hope they do. I know some of that stuff just got added to the program. So. Is anyone excited about any ships coming out in the next couple patches? I know there's quite a bit listed. Let's see here. Ender's voice is going at about plus 500 milliseconds, 20%. Not annoying, just FYI. Okay, Alan, that's appreciate that call out. We're definitely going to do some audio checks on both myself and Reaver over the next couple days as we kind of lock things down. We also got proper Star Jump themes and stuff for the stream. All the graphics overlays, all that stuff is coming. Definitely want to get the audio fixed though, so I really appreciate your notes.
I love watching small little pieces of dust hit the windshield and just explode.
Yeah. But anyways, going back to what we were saying, is anyone excited for any of the ships coming out in the next few patches? Ender, what are you excited for?
Ares Inferno, man. I traded my Scorpius for it. So I'm definitely excited for it. I love a Crusader ship. I didn't know if I was going to like the C2. I was like, I'm not going to buy one. I definitely knew I wasn't going to get one, but to me, I wasn't even sure if I wanted. I was going to like it visually because the outside is, the outside is for me. It looks okay.
The outside, yeah.
But then you get to the interior, and the interior has just this mwah
Well, it's
factor
definitely
that
got the
just
Crusader,
gorgeous.
the Star Runner vibe running inside. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be
And
interesting to
then
see the Ares because it's a single seat fighter and has
mhm,
no interior other than the cockpit. So I'm
no
kind of curious
amenities.
to see how they're gonna do that on a Crusader ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
interested to see it.
we both got Ares Infernos. We'll see how the Ion does. If the Ion ends up being better, I'll melt with the Inferno for it. But I'm really excited for the Ares Inferno. Alan Hightower says, I think I'm the only one excited for the Taurus. You know, Alan, I'm excited they're finally getting the Taurus out. With all the other Connies out, the Taurus really need to get out, especially with
Yeah.
that being the cargo version and with
Mhm.
the cargo refactor on the progress tracker. The cargo refactor is such a big deal for me because I'm really going to get into cargo hauling when you can haul tons and tons of SCU. We know the whole series of ships are on the progress tracker as well, so hull A, B, C, D, and E, I think, are all in some stage of development. So obviously that means huge cargo loads, i.e. cargo refractor. So yeah, absolutely. AI Pilot says Ares Inferno, Drake Corsair, Scorpius. I'm excited for all those. Yeah, I think we'd agree.
Mhm.
Are we going in to buy stuff?
Yeah, let's go buy some stuff. See what I can fit in here.
Yeah. So we are both excited for the Scorpius, both myself and Ender. We
Mhm.
purchased it and melted them, but they're in our buyback, so they're there for when we need them.
They're in your buyback. I did not get to keep my buyback,
All right, yeah,
unfortunately.
you had a little bit of a weird thing
Yeah,
going.
the way I ended up buying mine and the way I was doing the upgrade to the Inferno ended up not allowing for buyback, which I was perfectly fine with, honestly. Um,
By the way, Revenge says,
but
would
I
love
will
to
end
see
up
you
buying it.
two in a Super Hornet redoing a scene from Top Gun, but who would be
I
Goose?
have a Super Hornet.
I would probably be Goose because when it comes to dogfighting, Ender
Yeah,
is
I guess so.
definitely the dogfighter. I'm the guy that gets killed when the canopy explodes off and ejects, so that would be me. Probably be Goose. Gramwood. Um, yeah, I am going back to what you were saying, AI. I am extremely excited for the Drake Corsair. I'm actually probably more excited for that than any other ship.
I'd agree
Um,
with that.
See, for Ender, the Star Runner is like his ship. That's his day to
Yeah.
day. That's his home away from home. That's the ship he grabs when he just logs in the game, sort of without thinking. And then if he needs to do something specific, well, maybe he'll look at his ship list. But the Star Runner is that ship he just grabs. The Corsair is going to be that for me for one primary reason. One, or for a couple reasons. For one, it's essentially the size of a Star Runner or a Connie. So it's a nice big, medium large ship. It can carry a vehicle. I'm going to follow you, Ender. And
Yeah,
but
I'm
but the
playing it
great
by ear at the moment.
okay, but the great thing about the Corsair is it's got 4 size 5s pilot controlled, and I think 2 size 4s pilot controlled. That's a hell of a lot of firepower out of the front of that thing.
It's a lot.
A lot pilot control. So if you the Corsair is really going to be that ship where if you want an absolute ton of forward-facing pilot control firepower, that is the one to go for.
That's the one you're getting it from.
I'm to the point where I think they need to be careful about making it too maneuverable because it would devastate fighters.
It might be a
So
little
we'll see.
over devastating. Uh-oh. We,
Oh boy,
oh dear.
what happened here? Okay, so
Oh,
I am
you're
current.
off. Can you open the,
No, hey, there's no
oh,
buttons
you're
in the
not.
elevator.
You disappeared. Yeah,
Oh goody.
you're invisible for me. Oh,
Oh
this
good.
is, we're doing good.
So what you're seeing here, folks, is classic Star
Citizen. Classic.
So I am now stuck
All
in
right.
an elevator. I'm going to call the I'm going to press the emergency call button here. Standby.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Hello, I'm stuck in an elevator here at your station. Got no answer. That's going to be bad.
It's,
That's going to be bad. I'm literally stuck in
I hear static and a bunch of screams.
possible 30K maybe.
No xenomorphs? I don't know what that means. What is the, how do I look at that?
Look at what?
Slash show, how do I look at the ID stuff? The information on the top right of my screen. Do I have anybody? No, nobody's viewing me. I'm all alone. Um, sorry.
Well, is
How do I
anyone
look at
saying
this?
30K? Let's look at
I guess it's
um,
time to open the chat.
let's open the chat here. Let's see what people are saying. Um, got someone saying,
'Cause it is in
I
my
wear a
pants.
condom at all
Yes.
times. Is it necessary? Because I jizz in my pants. Yeah. So the buttholer here is talking, and a lot of good info come there. Yeah, Alan saying I may need to backspace to kill myself. That's super glad I opened chat. Yeah, Revenge. We're checking text comms, and it looks like, according to the buttholer, that he wears a condom at all times. That's the only info we were able to get from the chat
This is
text.
all we've got so far. Ah,
All right,
jeez.
so let's see.
Oh, wait, have you backspaced? You're
Yeah.
140 meters from me. Okay, well that would be why
I
you're
think I
140.
think it's just no. I'm backspacing now. I think it's just janked.
Oh,
It's just janked.
yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I should spawn here.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Um,
So if you don't, well,
let's see here. Let's
sorry,
see what.
Winchester. I didn't know you were here.
God, I'm
You're
in
so
Grim
quiet
X.
in my chat.
By the way, I'm in Grim. Oh,
You're at Grim?
yeah, but
No,
I
you're
can
not.
meet up with you in the Star Runner because I'm.
You're 148 meters from. Oh
Oh,
no, you're what the? Why are you at Grim Hex? Did you have a
oh wait a
crime
minute. No, I'm
stop?
not
You're
at Grim.
30
I'm not at
meters
Grim.
from me. You're not at Grim.
No, it said I
What are
was
you
in Grim
on?
X.
Are you smoking something?
No, it said I was in Grim X.
Yeah, it'll always don't ever pay attention to those letters.
It
Not
never.
anymore.
Oh God.
Oh,
I
where
just
are you?
fell out of the station.
Mm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
now in 0G. So this server is working great. I mean, this is the server you want to be on, right?
This is where you need to be.
Okay, so let's
Right
see.
where
What
you
is
want to be.
Michael Austin says? May sound a bit meh, but the Perseus, I hope, jumps in queue and brings physicalized armor with it. The Perseus, I can see being a ship that would be worth the bump in price for the armor. So, you know, it's an interesting thing to talk about is physicalized damage and when armor comes online. I think that physicalized damage will be one of the biggest game changers to Star Citizen, 100%. I also don't even think people are kind of quite ready for it. Okay, yep, this server's jank. I keep falling through the elevator. Let's go to the main menu.
Oh yeah, no, it just did it again. By the way,
yeah, this is fun times.
So we're gonna go to the menu.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you leadership here, Grim.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run to the head real quick.
I am.
Bingo, stick with me here, buddy. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna poke in and see how Zero States. Yeah, he is destroying him. What looks like a Buccaneer. God.
But yeah, going back to that conversation, physicalized damage is going to be key for Star Citizens in terms of what it means to be in a ship, especially a larger ship or any sort of multi-crew ship, because right now, the big complaint is we all just explode anytime we take any damage. That's sort of represented a little bit in the cinematic there at the end, especially there's some ships exploding. But one of the things you'll see too in the cinematic is when the Kraken gets hit by the Nautilus's mines, I have parts and pieces break off the Kraken because it was an easy way to visualize damage without being destroyed, obviously. And stand by here. Yes, I just hard crashed and Star Citizen.
I think I'm hard crashing.
Yeah.
I will say that one thing that I've always liked about your cinematics and the cinematics that do is your physicalized. Ooh, I really like that background picture that you've got. Send me one of those.
That is the Star Jump wallpaper that that VMXEO did. It's pretty cool. The side of the Kraken up near the
Such a nice
nose,
game.
the Star Jump logo is there, so it's kind of cool.
Such a love VM. Yeah,
Yeah, VMXEO is
definitely got to get
kind of
that
cool.
added in. We'll do that later. Sorry, say.
I am
Um,
restarting.
excuse me.
Quick note too for all the people viewing tonight. Looks like I got 23, 25 viewers. Um, if you're
Let's
fans,
go.
yeah, if you're fans of the Info Runners, and specifically their show Fix My Fleet, um, I will probably be on that later tonight for recording, and they'll probably post it sometime this week. So be sure to watch out for that. Revenge says Kraken blows up randomly because it's Drake. That is, of course, blasphemy, and I know I'm questioning your sanity, Revenge, because we all know the Kraken's the best. Okay, you give me leadership, Ender? Like I said, everyone, if you're ever looking to stumble through Star Citizen with us, and we're just messing around tonight. We're not doing anything specific crazy. We're really just sort of testing the stream and seeing how our setups are working. But add us as friends on Star Citizen, and we'd love to play games with you. All right, Ender, are you there? Ender. I guess he's not there. Yes, Admiral, the Perseus will definitely get some revenge in the RSI cinematic. I do love RSI ships. I didn't own one until I did some CCU magic to get to a Polaris this year. I've always been interested in the Polaris, but let's see. Have you created a Star Jump org on SCPU? Yes, there is a Star Jump org. You can find us, on the Spectrum org list. Feel free to join. But he went to the head. Thanks, Han. So the Polaris is a ship I'm really interested in. It was on the progress tracker. I secured my CCU to it, and they took it off, which is perfect. I'm hoping it gets added back on soon, but the RSI cinematic is definitely one I'm excited to do because it will highlight ships like the Bengal and the Polaris and the Perseus and stuff.
My viewers got to see a very dark visual in the background with just two light sources on my kids' faces.
Oh, nice.
They're playing video games back there. Fun times. Ooh, Zero State. We're gonna try to join Zero State, Grim, just to fly around in his verse. If you're good with it, because usually I found his verses are stable.
Okay.
So I think I'm still the leader.
Yep.
Just do that. See if it pulls you with me. If it doesn't, I've done wrong. And
But yes, so I'm really looking forward to the Polaris. Admiral says, which is first Crusader RSI? Admiral, the Crusader cinematic is about half done already, so I may finish that one out. A lot of people have asked why I paused on it because it was actually supposed to come before Aegis, and the reason I paused on it is the Hercules were close enough to coming out that I didn't want to make assumptions on them so close to the ship coming out, and there was so much happening with Crusader that I was just like, you know what, let's pause, and I'll come back to that once that stuff is a little bit more thought out. So now that they have, the only unreleased Crusader ship is the Starliner because the Ares are coming very soon. I'm in, by the way.
Roger that.
So probably get the Crusader one going back again. I've already created a lot of assets for it, so I think it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a shorter cinematic. It's not going to be like a 9-minute opus. It's probably going to be just like a 3-minute long kind of little cool Crusader spot. I think Crusader commercial. Probably won't have no huge battles in it or anything, but I'll definitely try to give each ship its little moment in the sun. The A2 making its runs and stuff. So this is This is Haggard says Star Jump. Thoughts on what they're planning with the BMM? Think it will stay the current larger size, increase in price, or general thoughts on how it will turn out? Well, they raised the price last Alien Week, I believe, and you all can correct me on that if I'm wrong. They've already increased the price once. I think it will stay the same price for this current Alien Week coming. But when it does go flyable, I think it will go the way of the Carrack. I think it's going to kind of increase in price dramatically when it goes flight ready. Not totally sure where that will fall. Oops, stand by, everyone. Got a message. Stand by, everyone. I do think it will go up pretty dramatically in price. And that's going to, there's so many unknowns with that ship. We really don't know what all it'll encompass. We know it's been reconcepted. We know it's probably gotten bigger. But on the flip side, we know that I think the SCU is going to, personally, this is all speculation. I think the SCU is going to be somewhere in that 1500 range. 1500 SCUs. So we'll see. I think, not sure. You said it's $450. I'm not sure. I hope that's a joke on Idiocracy, because it's one of my favorite movies. But yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool ship. I do like the Banu stuff. I think it's really cool. I don't own one. I'd like to own one, but it's not something I'm really ready to splurge on. I think it's going to be a big ship. I am surprised they're making it right now, though, with its kind of market gameplay not being in and no real sign of it. So I'm not, maybe it's just going to be a cargo hauler. So we'll have to see how that works out. Yeah. Everyone, real quick, I just got messaged by Execute of Info Runners. I am going to take, Ender, I'm going to take about 45 minutes and go record that.
If you guys want to come over and keep watching, I'll fly around the verse.
Yes.
And do.
Yes, everyone. So go watch Ender, Starjump_Ender on Twitch. Go join him. Watch him. He's going to continue the gameplay session, and then as soon as I get done recording Fix My Fleet for Info Runners, I am going to come back online and stream probably into the evening. So I hope you will all join us then. For all you jumping in to watch, because we're currently showing 25 viewers, thanks so much for jumping on and watching for a little bit. I'm sorry it's a little rough tonight because this is the first time we're streaming. It's a little rough, but we are going to make this a pretty polished thing as we start dialing in more and more of our streaming setup. So, yeah, while you wait for me to get back, feel free to go over to Twitch and Starjump_Ender. Go give him a follow. Watch his stream, and here shortly, probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, I will rejoin the stream, and yeah, see you then. Ender, talk to you then.
Appreciate you. Have fun.
Later. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you soon. Go follow us on YouTube as well, the YouTube Starjump channel, and there's a link to the Starjump Discord. Maybe you can post our invite link to Ender. That would be cool.
Actually, yeah, absolutely.
Our Discord invite link would be really cool to post. Go join the Starjump Discord. We have lots of just casual conversations over there. We talk about ships, talk about everything. Yeah. Admiral, I don't have my hands on that Crusader shuttle yet, but I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it. And then Ender, once you post that, I will... Okay, there it is. Everyone, Ender just posted the Discord invite link. Go join the Starjump Discord. Go give us a holler over there. We're on there. We check messages on there daily. You can get directly in contact with myself or Ender. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Cool. So I will be back probably in an hour. Thanks, everyone.